If you're a contractor, you know the game. It's all about getting more calls, more leads, and ultimately more book jobs. But have you ever stopped to think about how people actually find you these days? Well, we're going to break down exactly how to master your online visibility. So when a potential customer has a problem, you're the one they call. Let's jump right in. So let's just start with this question right here. When that phone rings with a new job, do you really know how that customer found you? Maybe it was a referral or a sign you left on a lawn. Or was it something else? Because more and more, that something else is happening online, and it's the key to everything. You see this search? This single search is the moment that can make or break your entire week. Think about it. A pipe bursts, the AC goes out, a homeowner grabs their phone, and they have one mission: find a pro right now. This isn't just casual browsing, it's basically a distress signal. And being the business that answers that signal, well, that's the whole ballgame. So, how do you make sure you're the one that shows up in that critical moment of need? Well, that's where local directories come in. You really should think of them as a bridge, a direct connection between your skills and the homeowners who are desperately searching for you. Okay, so if we're going to build this digital bridge to our customers, the first logical question is, where do we build it? Let's take a look at the most important digital storefronts, the places you absolutely need to be seen. Now, here's the thing you got to understand. Not all directories are created equal. It's kind of like a toolbox. Your Google business profile, that's your hammer. It's the non-negotiable tool for getting found on Google Maps and in general searches. Yelp is like your tape measure. It's where customers go to size you up and compare you to the competition. Angi is awesome for those really high-intent leads, and a platform like House, it's a goldmine if your work is visual, like design or big remodeling jobs. And hey, don't just stop with the big guys. This is a real pro tip. Look for those smaller, niche directories that are specific to your city or your trade. So for example, contractors down in Australia get a huge boost from a platform called True Local. You need to find the true local of your area. It'll give you an incredible edge. Okay, so you've set up shop in all the right places. But just having a listing, that's not going to cut it. Now we have to talk about how to turn that basic listing into a real customer magnet, a profile that doesn't just get seen, but actually gets chosen. And I can't stress this enough. A blank or an incomplete profile isn't just a missed opportunity, it's a red flag for potential customers. It kind of whispers, hey, maybe this person isn't that professional, or maybe they're not even in business anymore. Your profile isn't just a listing, it's your digital handshake. It's your very first chance to build trust. So what's the secret sauce for building that digital trust? It really boils down to these 4 simple but super powerful steps. First up, complete every single field. It shows you care about the details. Second, upload great photos of your work. Come on, let your results do the talking. Third, keep all your info updated. This shows customers you're active and reliable. And fourth, you have to encourage testimonials. Seriously, nothing sells your work better than a happy customer. I really want to zoom in on that last point about testimonials for a second, because reviews are probably the single most powerful tool you have. In this digital world, your reviews are your reputation, plain and simple. You can think of them as your 24/7 sales team, out there working for you even when you're busy on a job site. And this right here just shows you the difference, plain and simple. Take a look at the low trust profile. No reviews, the info is probably outdated. Would you call them? Probably not. Now look at the high trust profile. It's alive with positive reviews, all the info's there, and look, they even respond to feedback. This is the business that gets the call, and it's also the business that the search engines are going to rank higher. Phew, okay, we've covered a ton of ground. To wrap things up, let's switch gears and do a little rapid fire round. We're going to tackle some of the most common questions we get from contractors just like you. All right, first up, a question for our mates down under. With all the options out there, where should you really focus your energy in Australia? Yeah, for the Australian market, your 1-2 punch is definitely your Google business profile. It just dominates search and maps. And then combining that with a really strong presence on a respected local directory like True Local, that's your winning combo. Okay, next question. Is this a set it and forget it kind of deal? I mean, how often do you really need to be checking in on these profiles? Look, a good rule of thumb is to just pop in and check on your listings every few months to make sure everything looks fresh. And of course, you've got to update them immediately, like right away, anytime your hours, your services, or your phone number changes.
This is a big one we get all the time. With limited time in the day, does it really make sense to be on a bunch of different platforms? Or should you just pick one and focus on that?
Oh, absolutely. The answer is a huge yes. Think of it like fishing, right? You want to have as many lines in the water as you can. A multi-directory strategy makes sure that you show up wherever your potential customers are looking. It just maximizes your chances of getting found.
So let's just boil it all down. If you walk away with anything today, remember this: an accurate, complete profile builds instant trust. Your positive reviews are your best salesperson, period. Your Google Business Profile is your absolute foundation, but don't sleep on those local niche directories for an extra edge. And finally, just remember that regular updates are what keep you ahead of your competition.
And that really brings us to our final and honestly the most important question, the one I want you to take with you. After everything we've talked about, I want you to take a good, honest look at your online presence and just ask yourself, are you truly ready for that next call? Is your business positioned to win that next job? With what you've learned today, you now have the tools to make sure the answer is a confident yes.